So Bill's in a better mood now. He's happy. I finally got a smile out of him today. He got his puppy running, just needed a little bit of starting fluid, that's all. We got her pulled over. It actually sounds really nice, man. I'm really impressed how good it sounds. It's a 307, he says. I've actually never sat in a vehicle with a 307. So, it sounds nice, man. When he revved it up, man, it sounds healthy, listen. It sounds good. You gotta remember, it's been sitting forever. And it's a body on frame type car, so I like it. I like it a lot. Smells good. That's just all the dirt burning, all that dirt. The motor oil. Smells healthy. Nice. Yep. See, this is the master cylinder I had on my truck. It couldn't hold the pressure when I changed the brake kit. I had to replace that. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Just needs some oil or something. It looks all dry and then things aren't opening or something. There you go. You can see inside, it needs to be cleaned out. It's got bugs all in it and shit. You can tell you just put a new distributor on it not that long ago. These motors run forever, man. I have no idea how many miles are on it. He's got a newer Bosch alternator on it. Listen, man, a little bit of work on this car. Just listen, you upgrade that intake system, that you change out that carburetor, you put a fuel injection system like a Holley Sniper kit or 5-Tech kit. It would liven up this car so much. It would bring this car right up to date. Change out the brakes, put disc brakes all the way around it. That's all I would do to it. And just drive it. I wouldn't do anything else to it. That's what I would do to it, Bill. Just upgrade the brake system so you can drive it, and then just change that out to something a little bit, like, just fix it up. Change out. If it was mine, I'd put the fuel injection kit and it'd be up to date. Keep everything the same. Drive it just like it is. Same wheels, same tires, everything. Because you could keep this motor, everything, all this stuff would stay the same. You wouldn't have to touch anything. It'll bolt right on, boom, and then change out the brakes so you're safe. Make sure the lights are good. Get all this power, take it to the car wash. Telling you, this thing will clean up nice. And it's not really rusted out, bro. It's not. That's what I would do. I would just change out, because that kit is only like $800 for a used one. It's $1,200 for a brand new one. You bolt it right on. It converts it right to fuel injection. It uses the stock, everything on it. You might have to change out the fuel pump. Sometimes you got to change out the fuel pump, but you want to do that anyways. He'll get 20 miles to the gallon instead of 10. That stuff is so easy today. People they misunderstand it, The kits actually, the way they design them and stuff these days with these cars, they're so simplified that it actually makes it easier to deal with than carburetor. But Bill knows what he's doing. See, I don't when it comes to carburetor. Bill's the type of guy you come to when you have a carburetor. Me, I want to just throw it away. But they do come in handy. Carburetors do come in handy. One, they're not controlled by electronics, so they can't be ruined by anything electronic. They can't be controlled by anything electronic, hence hacked. So that's the one good thing about it. Also, you can run different fuels. It's the plastics and fuel injections and stuff. When you start running harsh fuels, it starts eating the plastic. So like when people start running ethanol and all of these, they start trying to run ethanol tunes and all these cars that weren't meant for it, they got to change out all the fuel lines, all that stuff. With a carburetor, you wouldn't have to do that. A carburetor would be able to handle pretty much any fuel for the most part, as long as the injectors and inside of the carb can handle that thick of fuel. So we got to move this car. Bill basically wants to move this backyard around, make it clean it up. He says it has to vanish.
Because it's hot.
It's a Stoli. No, it's not. It's not hot, but we gotta cool it down. So he wants it out of the sun so it don't rust and stuff, and he wants it out of the way so he has more room to do stuff. So we're gonna. He don't want it baked no more. So we're about to put it under here. He has this little garage right here. We're gonna push it under here, and then tomorrow we gotta clean up this stuff right here, which will probably take half the day. Got at least 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah. And then we'll move this. We gotta move this. He wants to just rotate it and have the back door facing this way. Because this tree is already broke, and it cracked right here. So he wants basically to move this that way. And then what I'm gonna do probably before I leave is cut down one of these branches, that branch over there. He says he wants to leave this one, the one that broke, just for cover, but he's talking about taking down the other one because he don't want it falling on his camper. And honestly, the camper's worth saving, man. Listen, it don't smell in there at all. It's not, listen, that camper's dry as shit. It blew my mind. It blew my mind that who Bill is, it blew my mind that this old truck and this camper is that dry in there and it doesn't smell. He kept it that clean. He's that meticulous. It blew my mind, because if you look at the truck, it looks rough. But if you really get up close, inside that camper, man, I'm telling you, it's livable. It blew my mind. He says this thing starts up, but it's loud as fuck. He said he will piss off the whole neighborhood. So, but this thing sounds sexy. This car does sound really sexy. And the color's just right too, Bill. The burgundy. I see why you saved it with the chrome. I would have saved it too. It's the right color, everything. And the wagons are the coolest thing. They're the coolest out of all of them.
I can wrap the chain around it real easy.
I bet. The reason why I like them too is they were family oriented. People that bought them, they bought them because they had families. They weren't. That's why they bought them. And now people, they don't have them, so they're cool. I always like the woody ones too. You don't see those anymore either. You don't see these at all anywhere. Not in Michigan. And you see them pulled out on the car shows. That's it. You don't see these driving around. The last time I seen these on the road driving around consistently was the 90s. Yeah. But I'm gonna let you guys go. It takes forever to let these videos upload, so I'm only doing 10-minute videos right now until I get a hot spot, and no more hour videos until I get a steady internet connection other than my phone. So I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.